Well, with the temperatures on the rise the last few days, mayfly season almost in full swing. Yes, those belovable June bugs. Laura Sandlin joins us live with more on what we can expect to see over the next few weeks. Laura?
Jeff, Mel, while we haven't seen any of those large swarms yet that have come in, mayflies are certainly back in northwest Ohio and southeast Michigan, and they actually might be more of a local benefit than people might think. It all begins at the bottom of Lake Erie. Over the winter, mayflies nest and then hatch once the lake warms up, often covering most of the shoreline. Dr. Bill Hintz, associate professor for UToledo's Department of Environmental Science, says mayflies play an important role in the health of our water.
Obviously, they can be a nuisance, when they get caught up near lamp posts and cars and windows and things like that, and they kind of go crunch, crunch, crunch under your feet. But this phenomenon is critically important to the Lake Erie ecosystem.
He says part of this importance is due to the direct connection that the land and the lake have.
So what we call this in ecology or environmental science is an aquatic terrestrial linkage. And so everything in the water is linked to the land, and land is linked to the water.
And so mayflies tell a larger story.
This mayfly hatch can be an indicator of how healthy those connections are in the terrestrial environment and the aquatic environment in Lake Erie.
Nick Ort has lived in the area since 1959. He says the mayflies are just a normal part of the changing seasons.
It's a kind of a rite of passage every year in the summertime, along with the cottonseed and everything else out here that goes on. So,
Dr. Hintz says mayflies lived at most 72 hours, meaning many of them end up dead in piles. And that means it takes some creativity to clean up.
Get your brooms, get your shovels, get your vacuums out, right?
Ort says it's best to make plans to do what you can to keep them away.
turn your lights off, keep the lights down, and that's about all you can do.
Or just realize they're a part of life by the lake.
As soon as they tell me the mayflies got much more protein than, the eggs in the morning, I'll probably start maybe eating a few.
Dr. Hintz says that they don't currently have an estimate of how large the swarm will be this year, but he says that we can expect to see them closer to the start of June. Reporting live in Point Place, Laura Sandlin, WTOL 11.
The next thing we're going to see, we've already watched video of everybody eating cicadas and making them a delicacy.
Unfortunately, this is not new to me. I feel like maybe last year someone was talking about eating them too for the protein. I didn't know that was such a
Are you going to
popular
season them up a little bit? I don't think it's for me.
Would you be more of a sweet or savory?
Oh, you got to go spicy, I think.
Yeah, a little Cajun style maybe, if you went there. A couple points about that, though. It is a sign of the health of Lake Erie overall, and we've seen some robust populations over the past couple of years. So improvements, hopefully, in our lake water quality, but it all comes down to the lake water temperature when you get those mayflies to hatch. And I'll tell you what, Melissa and Jeff, we've seen the midges. Those have already hatched, which are typically the precursors to the mayflies, which will be coming up in the next week or two.